Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions. We are covering Tough Love Atlanta. This is season 2, episode 9. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Also subscribe, and you can leave your comments below. Let's get into this episode. Okay, so Drew and Lisa have it out. Drew, I think, was in his right for what he was saying to Lisa. Like, he even said, I understand, my body, my choice, but to not even tell me that you were pregnant. We didn't even wait out any options. So you just went on and did your own thing. You could have told me. Lisa said, look, I did not want to bring a baby into our mess. Everything I did in a relationship was for you. It was self-serving, and I finally did something for myself. Like, I decided to get into a polyamorous relationship because of you. It sounded like I finally took control over something in this relationship. She did go on and say, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but it is the truth. If I do want to ask this concerning you, Lisa, why did you stay? After all of that, you knew not to bring a new life into what you had going on. You stayed. You stayed until there was an outward manifestation where other people can see you being embarrassed, even though other people already knew. So it's just interesting to me that you still stayed. I feel Drew in this situation, and I can feel Lisa. Do I think that Drew was at least deserving of a, hey, look, this is what's up? Because I don't even think Drew wanted one. Look at his life. It was all over the place. The only thing you wanted to be committed, it was just like Lisa was some, I can't say trophy, but an artifact that you could at least claim was yours. Even though you wanted to do your own thing. Y'all probably would have came to the same conclusion. Or, I don't even want to do that. Some people do slow down once they have a child, but I don't even want to do that as far as a way to save the relationship. The relationship was DOA. This is dead on arrival, because that's just my question. Aisha and Rome. No. Sorry. Jackie and Will. Okay, Jackie is up early. She's cooking breakfast. It's sausage and eggs. Will says, so you're thinking about food at 5 a.m. in the morning? She said, yeah, the baby was ready for it. Will is preparing for a case. Now, did Will like bacon or sausage? Because he made that comment about sausage. So I think in the earlier episodes, he was mad because it was turkey bacon and he wanted regular bacon. Or was that turkey sausage? Some turkey breakfast meat was being cooked and he wanted regular. But anyways, he's preparing for his case and all that good stuff. He's asking Jackie about the dry clean ticket because he's going to pick it up on his way home. And she says it's in her purse, and she said that she would get it. But then Will gets up and goes over to her purse and starts looking through it. And you can see the concern in Jackie's face, knowing that he may see something. Well, he does. And he sees the receipt from the pawn shop. And then he says to Jackie, where is his watch? Jackie says, I don't know where your watch is. My watch, she said, whatever happened, I know you can get another one. And Will says that my watches are expensive. And then he just demands, tell me where this watch is at. And then he says, you're making me upset, and you know how I get. He slaps her. He shows the receipt of this pawn shop thing. It says that I want my watch back by tomorrow from the pawn shop. because he already knew that she was lying. Because I think she said I wasn't the keeper of the watch. I said, here we go. Although Jackie was lying, you don't slap nobody. I don't care who you are. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay, so Princess, and I don't know what his name is, so I'm just calling him her good Judy. They are eating something, and then she was like, I need to get some more money. Any checks come in for me yet? So the good Judy checks and says, no, nothing's there. But he says, oh, you were supposed to get something from the last event that you had. And it still shows that Justin has not paid for it. That's the same executive that Kenny was talking to that got that check from. The good Judy says, do you want me to reach out to him? She said, no, just send another invoice. So they send another invoice. Justin immediately calls Princess and says, hey, I see I got this invoice, but it's been paid. And she said, how? Justin says that he made out a check to Kenny and put it in his name, and it also shows cashed. And at that point, you could see it in her face that she was shocked and appalled and upset about this. And Justin says, is everything gonna be okay? She said, oh yeah, it'll be fine. She gets off the phone pretty upset, understandably. Jackie and Kenny. Jackie calls Kenny. She finally lets Kenny know that Will hit her, and she now has left him, and she went to a hotel. Kenny says, I'm going to come see you. He comes to her, and he's angry at what Will has done and wants to know where he's at. And Jackie says, I don't know. I'm sure he's at his job, and pretending that nothing even happened. So then Kenny kind of calmed down at that point and just said, are you okay? Do you need any food? Are you hungry? I'm going to take care of you. And Jackie said, thank you. And then Kenny says, starts to embrace her and said, look, I got a lot of love for you and I'm going to be here for you. So he wasn't saying I'm in love with you, but got a lot of love. I mean, he still got to deal with Princess. So obviously there is love there, but Aisha and Rome. So Rome says, what do you have going on with you? Can you tell me? Then Aisha says, it's a lot to tell. And she hands him a drink, take a drink before I tell you everything that's going on. So she spills everything about Black and Jason. And she talks about Big Smoke as the person that Black and Jason are supposed to report to give all this money to. And Rome did recognize whom Black was and also Big Smoke. And he said, I'm not going to lie, they are some real gangsters. But he said, I can make a call. Aisha ended up saying that she was going to be short for this month. She was doing some things until her content creating privileges, she lost all those accounts. So she's going to come up short. All of a sudden, Rome comes out with this big box, like a shoebox. And he's got all this money. And he gives it to her. And he says, that should be satisfactory. He says, if this don't work, because this is supposed to be the last drop, we're going to go to plan B, no questions asked. Now, Rome, where's all this money coming from? That's not what we... What do you do for a living? Because people that have boxes of money just stored up someplace gives me an idea of what they're doing. Hate to judge, but all roads are leading to that you're kind of living that life on the streets. Let us know, Rome. Let us know. All right, so at the hotel, Will, he shows up looking for Jackie. Kenny says, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. They start arguing in the hallway, and Kenny gets into a struggle with Will, and he punches Will twice. Jackie comes outside and says, Will, you need to go. Da-da-da-da-da. So Will leaves. They come back inside, and Jackie's, I think, did she say? Oh, Jackie does tell Kenny, no, you need to go because I'm sure the police are going to be called and da-da-da-da-da. So Kenny ends up leaving and says that he'll come back. Or I'll call you later. Lisa and Quentin, they meet up. Lisa apologizes for what she saw in the garbage can. And she says that she's clear on what she wants. And Quentin says, you know, all of this is not fair, that you would leave me on the clothesline all this time, high and dry, and you come back saying that you are now ready for me. He says, you know, call me when you are officially done with Drew. Kenny and Princess. Okay, so Kenny goes back to Princess and Kenny's place, and of course she is hot. Where's my money? And Kenny's trying to act all dumb and stuff. Now you want to look dumb and stuff like you don't know anything. Kenny says, look, I can't tell you what's going on, but I was hoping that I would be able to replace the money before you noticed. Before I noticed? Negro. What? Has this been going towards the Prager's, Jackie? And listen, she only wants you because of the man, because of me. Because I built you to be the man that you are right now. So then, of course, she talks about him being broke and all this. I took you in when you were broke and had nothing. And then she basically just throws all his clothes at him and says, get out. I don't want to see you ever again. I can't blame Princess right now. But I see that it is a constant dig that people do towards Kenny when they're ready to kick him out. Or they're ready to hurt him. Not saying that he did not hurt Princess, because I think it's kind of just foul for you to steal from someone that's definitely not done anything to you, and that's someone that you call someone that you are at least infatuated with. I don't even know if you're in love with her or whatever, but you were at least with her to the point where you were serious and living with her, and she did trust you. So the fellows, they go meet Jason and Black, and they give their last drop, and they said, good job, and see you next week. And I said, wait a minute, next week? We're not doing this anymore. They said, look, I don't know who you think you are, but you're going to still do all this, da 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 da. So after they leave Jason and Black, Aisha says that I think that she has a way out of this. So back at the hotel, Jackie and Kenny, they talk a little bit about what Aisha says. Like, hopefully Aisha's able to come through with whatever she says is going to happen. And next thing you know, the next secret is dropped. And guess what it's all about? Jackie flips over the phone and says, Kenny. And what you see there is an arrest record of Kenny. And it says SEX offender. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, so that's why I'm just spelling it out. I said, Lord, Kenny, what is going on? So that would understand some of his struggle that he has happening in his life. So I'm like, oof. So we shall see what happens in the next episode. That next week will be the season finale. What do you think is going to happen? What do you want to happen? What do you expect to happen? We shall see. But until the next episode, thank you again for coming to my channel. Like this video, also subscribe. And until the next one, peace.